So my name's Phil, otherwise known as Down to Mob, and this is the Dodge Mahal. So it's a 2001 Dodge Ram Cummins, the 24 valve. Pretty stock motor, just big air filter so it breathes a little better. Wanted to keep it reliable. Up front we just got the buck stop bumper, worn 16,500 pound winch in there, which is nice. The truck's about 10,500 pounds, so overcompensates a bit. Of course, the high lift jack. I just did a lot of the LED lights up here, so they're all on like a 6 switch little circuit. But yeah, the front's pretty standard truck. The roof rack, the big thing that's unique about this truck is it doesn't have a cab over, as you can see. So Brian from Exploring Elements, who originally built the truck, built it so you could put 4 kayaks and 2 mountain bikes up here. I'm not kayaking really as much these days, so I rearranged it, put a bunch of lights up here. The spare tire, since we went to 35-inch tires, put that up there because it won't fit under the frame. And then yeah, we got a kind of free ride mountain bike on the left, and more like for skate parks and dirt jumps on the right, like hardtail.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good time though. I'm kind of just keep piling extra accessories on. We got the axe, of course, kind of locked on with some steel reinforced zip ties. You gotta put another in there, but those are fun. But yeah, the magic all happens, of course, in the camper. So this was built, this is an XP Cube prototype. It was built back in 2014, the first of the cubes. It's all fiberglass, no frame inside, no wood or metal for the most part. As you can see, the top goes up about 2 feet. So it's got ample headroom when you're in there. I think it's like 6'5" or something. Fits all my tall buddies. And when it's down, the truck's fairly small, fairly low. Back here, we just got another big storage container. Right now, we got like the front wheels to the bikes and just some random stuff. I got to organize that a bit better. But we also got an outdoor shower, of course.
Nice.
Fun, yeah.
That's cool.
Don't use it, but
yeah,
I could. And then the little storage boxes are great too. This is kind of our garage. This is just all the fluids, drills, like stuff like that. That's nice. Oh, and then up here we have onboard air.
That's convenient, man.
Unfortunately, it isn't working right now because my diesel heater exhaust melted one of the lines.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah. But this is the up-down air system.
That's
Behind
awesome.
that's the compressor, so this will get all the tires to the same pressure all at once.
That's great, especially on those bumpy roads.
Yeah, so it's got all the quick release like chunks on the right by the tires there, and then up on the front.
Nice.
And then of course, if you need to air your buddies up, you got that right there. But yeah, that's about this side.
Okay.
The back, we've got a lot going on the back. Most recent thing is the dirt bike. So I wanted to mount the dirt bike here without really screwing over the departure angle of the truck and still having it high up so it was capable. So we've got it on a Ultimate MX hauler. It's got a 2-ton jack that lowers the bike down and lifts it up. It's still kind of high, so you gotta really get it up there, but it's working well. Of course, the trasheroo on there. And then we got it all locked in place, some hitch tighteners. So yeah, this is still a work in progress. We'll see long term if we keep running it this way. But
yeah,
of course, the Max Trax recovery ramps and the roto packs and the solar lights. Really like these solar lights. They have a remote motion sensor, so they just go on and off if anybody's walking by at night. Of course, a little backup camera. And yeah. So yeah, as far as the kind of bones of the rig and what makes it actually function well off-road, I just put 35-inch Toyo mud terrains, open countries on here. Had 33s before, but this helps give it a little more axle clearance. On 17-inch method wheels, and it's got Icon coilovers in the front and Icon struts in the rear. In the rear, it's also got Hellwig sway bar and a Hellwig overload springs, so you really don't feel the weight. I mean, you feel it, of course, but it handles it really well. And they're actually revalved the suspension and tuned for this truck for, you know, about 10,000 pounds. So it rides really sweet. It's got pretty stock axles right now. I kind of want to do some Dynatrack, True Track, or maybe lockers in the future. They're open right now, so that's the biggest limiting factor. But it does have ARB breathers and just like ARB diff cover and things like that. The rig's been all around to Alaska and you know, eastern part of Canada and all through a big loop around North America. So it did have some rust. So I've gone down underneath, and POR 15 did that whole rust, paint on rust system. If you haven't heard of that, that's definitely a great way to treat rust. It's easy enough. And then I also had some body holes in here that I just kind of hit with a hammer and they just fell apart. So I did a fiberglass reinforced, you know, Bondo in there, and then metal reinforced filler, and just filled it, sand it, and then obviously some Bondo on the outside. The Raptor liner in the can didn't work out that well. You can't tell because it's all dirty, but I'm probably gonna redo like a bed liner on the bottom part of this. But I feel like the rust is pretty well taken care of, and definitely learned a lot with dealing with that. But yeah, overall, love how the rig's set up. It feels really good off-road with just those little tweaks. This is obviously the only rust I haven't dealt with. These fenders were just torn apart. They had bushwhackers over here, and they actually held the moisture in. And when I took them off, I saw this. So good news is 250 bucks. I got 2 brand new fenders we'll put on there. For now, we're running the post-apocalyptic kind of rusted out look, so that's fun. Oh, these are fun too. These are like just like magnetic little deals.
Oh, nice.
You can take out and put anywhere.
That's convenient.
And then as far as kitchen, most of the kitchen's outside. Just got the Camp Chef stove and oven. I really like this thing. We're baking cookies and biscuits and gravy. And then we just do cast iron on there. And kind of a simple camp setup. Got all the utensils on the door just to make it easy in case I was using them inside. They're kind of there too. And then the table. Whoa!
Nice catch, man.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, the magnet could be stronger. I think I got to get a stronger one. But hey, it's all a work in progress. But we should probably go on in.
Sounds good.
All right, let's check it
What
out.
everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah. So I do have stairs, like more permanent stairs. My dog likes those a lot better, but we usually just run the little ladder. And then yeah, it's nice and spacious. We had like 6 or 7 people in here the other night. You can fit about 6 pretty comfortably. And this is the beauty of this rig, is the big dinette. This is really what you kind of have this whole layout for. And then table goes down. You rearrange your pads and boom, there's your bed.
So that makes roughly like a queen size bed?
Yeah, exactly. I'll just show that quick. So yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
It's quick.
You got a big old place to chill too, like if it's snowing out or something like that, you just make a big old bed and just hang all day.
Exactly. And then in no time, you're just pulling it back up and got a place to hang again.
Dude, that's nice.
Yeah, I like the bed. I got another 3-inch like memory foam here to make it really comfy. I did a little bit of changes to the rig. I put in a new Dometic fridge with the dual zone. So you got like a freezer on the right here. Coda, you want to come in? Yeah.
She's like, I want to be with the humans.
Yeah, right.
I'm lonely out there. so that's the dual zone Dometic. And you made this stand, didn't you?
Yeah, I made the frame around here. I just kind of reinforced the bottom with fiberglass. Yeah, this is really, really simple framing. And it's really minimal. I wanted the fridge to kind of be open so you could use the pockets, and I've got all sorts of stuff hanging around. But yeah, the fridge is nice because it's dual zone. So like this side can be freezer, this side can be, you know, the fridge. And
what's your battery system set up like?
So yeah, the battery system, oh, she's getting this all dirty, that's funny. The battery system, there's one 125 amp hour battery with a 250 watt panel. The fridge is running full time off electric, as well as the heater, which is a diesel heater, so it doesn't need much power, and the lights. But it's pretty sufficient. I'm considering adding another battery to get like 250 amp hours. But this is pretty good. The fridge will run. It's been on for like 3-4 months straight. So.
Man, that's great.
Yeah.
It's nice to have that much room too, because then you can bring a ton of different food items with you and really diversify your diet.
Yeah, I have tons of room in that fridge. Like, I could probably, I'm going to push it, but we'll see. Yeah, I could probably go a couple weeks, I think, off grid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have enough water or a good water purifier, you can just stay out.
And so, yeah, it's got 30 gallons right beneath me, a 30-gallon freshwater tank with a good filter. And then this is kind of low pressure right now, but I put in this.
That's good. That's got a really good flow.
Yeah, it's, you know, I kind of like it lower. Like, it could be a little higher, but I like it like that. You don't use too much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about conserving water and making sure that your resources last longer.
Exactly. So yeah, I kind of, when I got it, this was all storage, and the sink was over here. So I cut this out, and I really like this sink and kitchen area. Added this little, just pop out table, and then since I don't have a stove inside, I could cook right there, and then like have the sink right there as well. So that's fun.
That's nice. You just put it right underneath there. It's all in one spot.
Yeah, I'm kind of testing everything out. I just put that there recently, so
that's cool.
And then
so your heater is the diesel heater, right?
Yeah, so that's amazing. I just moved that switch up over here, so it's tied in. Yeah, that's the switch there.
Yeah.
So it's tied into the gas tank of the truck, so I never have to worry about extra propane or extra fuel for the heater. It's very efficient. I've never noticed the tank going down at all from using it. So that's awesome. I really like that. That's supposed to be the water heater as well, but I need to get that fixed up a little bit. But
cool.
Yeah, I really like it. Max fan, just shining your standard. And then this is really cool too, the hatch. A lot of mornings, it'll be cold, or I mean, really any temperature. I'll peek my head out the hatch and just kind of see what's going on, and get some shots. A lot of times I'll get like a morning sunrise shot, and then just be like, okay, I'm going back to bed. Nice,
man. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's cool. And then it stays really well insulated, though. A lot of people ask that about the pop-ups. Yeah, they still stay very well insulated. So, all right. So the cockpit is something I did a lot of changes to on this rig. First, we put a new deck with Bluetooth and Sirius XM, and a little subwoofer under the seat. Not too big, but just helps with the bass a bit. This was the 6-switch panel I was talking about. I believe it's Sutech. It's like an Amazon kind of deal, but yeah, it works really well. We'll show you these at night. Got the onboard air on the bottom right there, and just lights on the rest. This is a big old remote for the rock lights. Probably gonna move that because it's kind of cumbersome up there. And then of course we got the PA system. Always fun to talk on that. And I did a little dash cam. This has a screen in the front. You can switch to the rear view cam or have them kind of stacked. I like to just run with the rear view. Make sure the dirt bike's still there. That's always nice. And then the little edge, it actually doesn't have a tune. This is just gauges, so I can kind of keep track. I don't really need to because it's stock motor, but it's nice. Other than that, added 3 cigarette lighters down here just to have a little extra. My phone goes like right there, and then I got a little charge. But that's really it with the cockpit. These are the controls for the subwoofer, and this is like a little extension that I like a lot for the center console. It just gives you 2 extra cup holders. Cool. Other than that, just kind of stuff everywhere. We've got a little cargo net. That's kind of fun. The back seats are removed as well, and there's a toolbox back here. So that's kind of nice to have that space. But yeah, still kind of working on the back here setup. This is all dialed though. It feels like a cockpit when you're on the road, so I love it.
Right on, man. Well, thanks for giving us a tour of your rig here. This thing is sweet. So
for sure.
we'll do one final walkthrough and then we'll call it good.
Sweet. Yeah, thanks for watching. Check out my channel, Down to Mob Overland. And the only question is, are you down to mob?
All right, thanks, Phil.
Thanks, man.